Hey everybody, Sean here from BoredParacord. Today we're going to make a dog leash using this new clip that we have in. This is called a Frog Clip. It's pretty cool. It locks on to whatever you clip it around. Little pieces inside, when you put some pressure on it, close the whole thing down. And I can kind of show you with a smoothing tool here, but if you're clipping this onto a dog leash, the ring would press in here like that, and it would close. And the more force you pull, the harder it closes down, so you don't really have to worry about the dog pulling out of this thing. But we're going to make a dog leash real quick. Super simple, easy one to do. What I have here is our 3/8 Polypro rope. It's a good 6.5 feet of length. And this comes in, I don't know, we have 20 some colors of this, and it's a good size for a leash. So the first thing we're going to do is I already melted the ends so that they don't fray. First thing we want to do is get it attached to the clip here, and then we're going to do a little bit of whipping with the paracord. I've got some white here, and since I'm in Lansing, it's the home of the Michigan State Spartans, which is this is their color here. So we're going to do it in this color. So I don't want to just go through here with a single loop like that. It doesn't really fill this up too well. So what we're going to do is bring some cord or some rope through, and we're going to do a cow's hitch on here. A little bit different than if we were to use paracord. So I'm going to bring, I don't know, about 6 inches through. Go under the rope like that, and then let's see, go this way, trying to remember how to do this. Okay, yep, so bring this over here. Alright, so we go up and out, and then we have to go under, around, and then down through. And once we do that, then we have to come back through this little loop here. So we have something that looks like this. So bring the rope up and through, go under the cord, back down through, and then once you come back around, pull the rope up. So you'll have something like this. Now we need to feed a little extra in here so that we have something to whip with. So let's see. I think that's probably enough. I'm going to feed just a little bit more in. Maybe another inch. Pull that through. Get a little bit more out of that. This rope's a little bit harder than paracord to deal with, but it's actually pretty flexible and soft, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Gives me a nice little length here that I can use to do the whipping. So let's do that real quick. Excuse me. I don't know how much I'm going to need, but let me do this. Let me cut. I have 6 feet of white. And I'm just going to cut this in half. So I have about 3 feet. Let me melt these ends real quick here. Oh, my lighter just died. I've got backups, but that one's empty too. Okay, here's a backup to my backup. I know this one has some in it. There we go. 2 lighters, completely empty. Good thing I got a third one. That's kind of fun. Okay. So the whipping, what that's going to do is kind of just fuse everything together so that you don't have to worry about this pulling out. So what we need is a loop on one end, and then the main strand. So we'll lay a loop like this, and then we'll need an end over here that we can pull on. This is not our working end. The working end is our long end here. So once you have a loop here, you want to take your working end, zoom a little bit here, and you're going to take it over top. So you want to loop at this end, and we're just going to wrap this rope now with this paracord. And we're wrapping from the right side now all the way down towards this loop. And we have this cord here so that we can pull it to lock it in once we get down to the other end. But you do want to make sure, excuse me, that when you're pulling this tight, not super tight, because you can twist your cord too and kind of move your fingers around that cord, and it will kind of tighten everything up too for you. See, there's some extra cord that's coming through as you do that. And let's see. Oh, that was a good amount of cord. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then on this pass here, I might have to open that up a little because this end of the paracord, where's my tightening tool here? This end of the paracord is not sealed, so this is going to be kind of difficult to get this through here. Let's see. Maybe if I fold it, that might be the easier way. Well, no, you know what? We're just going to cut it and seal it. Cut there. Oh, this is going real well. I hope this is not your first time watching one of my videos. This is not a normal video of mine. Normally I have this pretty well thought out. Okay, so I do have a pair of pliers here. So what we're going to do, you get to see a couple different techniques today. We're going to go up the opposite way, grab the cord this way, and pull it through that loop, just like that. Alright, now once you have it here, you're going to want to, like I said, you're going to want to roll your fingers around here, get rid of this excess. There we go. Pull that tight. And then all it is a matter of pulling on these two cords. There we go. And that's tight. It's kind of hard to hear, but it's pretty solid. That rope, I don't think I would have to worry about that rope coming out. I'm pulling that really tight. Alright, now all we have to do on this end is cut and seal on both of these pieces here. So now we just have to seal both ends, and sorry about that, my memory card got full. So I'm just taking my lighter here and really quickly, let's use my smoothing tool on this one, like that. If you don't have a smoothing tool, #1 tool that you will ever need for doing paracord and kind of rope work. Alright, so smoothing tool is great for getting into these little spaces here and just kind of fusing everything together, making sure it's not going to move on you. But this is pretty much done on this end, just kind of needs to be a little tightened up. But as far as being done for a dog leash, that's pretty good. That's not going anywhere. Still allows you to swivel around. The swivel is great because if you have a dog that just runs in circles, this won't twist up on you. Alright, now we need to do the handle, which it's basically the same exact thing we just did. Instead of having a clip, we're just going to do a handle. Zoom in a little here. So a good handle, you're going to want to just kind of feel for it. But I would say that that's a good handle where you can get your whole hand through there and hold on to it like that if you need to. And we're going to use up about the same amount of space. So just lay that down, and I've got the same amount of cord here. So you want a little bit hanging over for your pull. And then we're going to create a loop on the left side. Bring that back to the right. And this is the exact same way same thing that we just did. And you want to leave enough room here. We're going to make this a little bit bigger just in case. You want to leave enough room here so that we can get 9 passes, just like we did on the other side. Got 9 passes right here. So I think that's good. So we're just going to kind of hold everything, get this started with 1. So there's 1. And then once you get 1, maybe 2, just kind of pull it tight, pull it snug. Doing this, I want to make sure that I'm pulling nice and tight. But because it's the end, because it's the end of the handle here, you can take advantage of being able to wrap around the end. You just want to make sure that you let the cord kind of twist within your fingers. You don't want it to, you don't want the cord to actually get twisted like if you're able to just twist it like this. You want it to loosely or freely wrap around just like that. So we got 9 on the other side, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn the brightness down just a touch. Okay, so that was 8. This is 9. And I'm keeping a lot of pressure on there as I do that. And then on our 10th pass, number 9, so that was 10, we'll go through the loop here. Kind of see it like that. There we go. So I'm going to pull this tight, and this is already pretty tight, but if you want it to get a little tighter, just kind of work this cord around by running your fingers around. And as you do it, see that little bit of extra slack I pulled out right here? Just work that around and keep tension on this one while you do that. And then you can pull this, and this is what locks everything in place, just like that. Now it's just a matter of cutting these 2 ends, here and here, and getting them sealed up. So we'll cut one there. We'll cut one there. Take scraps out of the way. I got a few of them here. There we go. And we're going to use a smoothing tool. We'll get that out. Lighter. And all I'm doing is melting this so that it will fuse with everything around it, so that it won't pull through. That. And then when you press that, see how it kind of fuses with this right here and a little bit right here? That'll make it so it doesn't pull through. And this is pretty hard as well. I don't think that's going to pull out. It would take quite a bit of force for that to happen, I think. There we go. Push that one in there. And there we have it. That is a finished dog leash. And I'd say you'd be able to knock these out. You could probably do one of these in 10 minutes pretty conservatively. I hope you like it. You can find these new clips on our site, paracord.com. Just go on there, search for Frog Clip. Come in a 1, 2, and a 10 pack. And if you think you might want a different size pack, just let me know in the comments. We'll get that taken care of for you. Or you can email me, which you can also find on our website. I hope you like this. And until next time, paracord on. Do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button to your left. There's other great videos all the time, and there's a few to the right side of the screen, and you can also buy Paracord at our site with the link at the bottom left. Thank you again for watching.